Hey guys, so this is the first DIY video I'm going to do. What we've got is the 1971 200 W115. I'm just going to show you essentially how what's happened here is I can turn my lights on and I don't have any interior lights. This is usually caused by the dimmer switch. So what I'm going to show you how to do is take the speedo out and show you how to repair the dimmer switch. If you don't really want to buy the new part from Ben's, it can be quite expensive. If you're just happy just to have a phaseless interior light coming on, I'm just going to show you how to bypass that switch, remove it and put it back in. So on this model, the speedo should just essentially pull out. What you're going to find in the back here is we've got our electricity cable. Down there, if that'll focus in, we've got the speedo cable, and just this one here is going to be your main one, and that is your oil pressure gauge. So I'm just going to use a 10mm and just carefully undo your oil pressure gauge. You really don't want to force that one because that will result in a big mess. So we're just going to take that one off. Alright, so this is what we're going for here. This is just our dimmer switch. It's just 2 Phillips head screws. Now what we want to be very careful of is this temperature gauge. That's ether. They're very, very touchy. You don't want to stress that when you've got the speedo hanging out like this. Just using a 10mm, we've just pulled off the oil pressure gauge, speedo cable's off, our electronic plug's off. So we're just going to remove that one, and that's what we're going for here. This doesn't need to fully come out. It's easier just to leave this in. Be very, very careful with it. Don't stress it, and we're just going to take this off using just a Phillips head screwdriver. 2 Phillips heads, and we're going to just take that, and I'm going to show you how to repair this one. This will work for the SL 107 Roadsters of the same era, W123s, Fintails, they're all pretty much the same setup. And yeah, as I said, this can be quite expensive to buy from Ben's, so this is just a pretty much DIY home job, and it should do the trick. Alright, so we've got our solder ready to go, and I'm just going to pretty much just solder this and this end onto there. Alright, that's all you need, just the solder and just any sort of old stripped off wire. That's all been soldered up. By no means the prettiest repair, but it should get us out of trouble. So there we go, we've hooked that back up, we've got our power plug back in place. Alright guys, so we've got our speedo back in place, we've hooked everything back up, we put our repaired switch in, and there you go. We've got interior lights again. So that's worked, and thanks for watching, and let me know what you think.